Good.
Didn't practice today.
Did not practice today.
What's it looking like for the rest of the week and Sunday?
Yeah, I think, Tom, with all these guys, we'll see. I want to see how they respond from today, and we'll, put that injury report out Wednesday, and we'll know more as we get into the week.
You're not ready to rule anybody out yet?
Correct.
Can you say if you expect him to practice Wednesday?
Yeah, I think we'll see.
You didn't say what he said Thursday night about that bone really needs to heal before he can get out there. Is injured reserve a possibility just to kind of take some of this extra drama away from it?
Yeah, I would just tell you, with all of it, I would tell you Daryl is making sure that we're getting better at all these positions. He's getting his work in, but I'm not going to comment on the roster status, that type of thing.
Does he need to practice, or should he go through the week without practice and still play on Sunday?
We'll see.
You said on Friday you didn't really have an answer to whether or not the rest would help him. Do you have a better sense now if another week would do him a lot of good?
I would probably be speaking out of turn if I spoke, to that. I think that's really a medical type of thing. I would just tell you I'm listening to all the people that have the degrees, and we'll go with what they tell us.
You want to know your starting quarterback by Wednesday, or would you take it all the way throughout the week?
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, Tony, how it's going to play out, but I'm not in the prediction business.
But you know whether you want to go through Wednesday with the guys.
There's a lot of things I want, No, I mean.
Well, that's what I asked.
Yeah,
What do you want?
yeah. I think we just got to work through all of it. It's and the quarterback position really is no different than some of these other positions where guys' availability you might not know Wednesday, you might not know Friday. I mean,
isn't it different? It is the quarterback.
No, I think that's we've dealt with injuries over the course of time to different guys, and you've seen guys go down in pregame. So yeah, it's not ideal, I'd say, at any position, Tony, but whatever it is, it'll be.
A few days from not practicing, not throwing, is he feeling better, less pain in that shoulder?
Yeah, I think he's feeling better.
Not that he looked tired, but Nick Chubb getting him back after 2 weeks, do you expect him to be just like raring to go?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys know Nick. He's gotten a lot of work done these last couple weeks. He's feeling good. He's continuing to get rehab, and I think he's excited to get back out there, and we'll see how it goes over the next couple days and see if he can.
Will the matchup Sunday play into whether or not to play Baker, given that the Steelers have good pass rushers and tend to hit the quarterback a lot?
No, I think we'll just defer to the medical staff.
Kevin, in the past with 16 games, you and others always break it up into quarters. Is this season unique in that you break it up into thirds, and this is the next third now, start of the division after your mini bye?
Yeah, I think we kind of looked at it, Tony. I mean, you can break it up in a couple different ways, but certainly taking you through that mini bye, and then I think we have 5 games until this next bye, the real bye, if you will. So that's one way to look at it, and then we just got to be smart about the, going into. I'll go back to last week. We had to be smart about. We had a game, and then you have a game on Thursday night. So what you do leading up to that Thursday night game, not even just in that given week, go back a couple weeks. You got to be smart and account for some of that usage that the guys are going to get and the cost of playing on the Thursday night. So it's the schedule's unique in having that late bye, and we had to account for it in some of the planning that we've done.
Kevin, you said that you're going to use that mini bye to tear things up and look at them. So did you find a lot you have to change, or do you think things are going through?
Yeah, I think, Jeff, we found a lot that we can correct. I think we identified some things as a team, as a unit, individually, things that we want to do better, and we talked about that this morning as a team, and then we made sure this practice was indicative of some of those areas that we want to get better.
Kevin, I didn't see John Johnson, David Njoku, and Malik Jackson. Are they back, and are they dealing with something?
Yeah, they'll be there Wednesday. A couple excused absences.
With Jarvis, did he come out okay like you thought he did, or is there still something he's working through that could potentially force him to miss some practices this week?
Yeah, I think we'll see how the next couple days goes, but he's Jarvis on a Monday, so he's doing all right.
So this is the start of your first division game. What's your early read on the Steelers?
Yeah, I mean, just getting into them this morning a little bit over the weekend. They're a very, very well-coached team, as they always are, physical. They present challenges on offense, defense, and special teams, so we got to have a great work week to get ready to play those guys.
Kevin, forgive me if we've been redundant on this. The IR policy they have now with the league, which they put into effect last year, how helpful is that then? It allows you, it gives you some wiggle room with some injuries that may not be season-ending, but kind of fall in that weird window.
Yeah, I think there's been that's been a great rule for us in terms of opening up a roster spot. Even some of the COVID elevations has been really nice, and getting some of those practice squad guys up in a given week. So the more flexibility, the better.
We saw in the locker room video how happy everybody was for Ernest in that moment. Now that he had a few days to kind of reflect on it, him coming through for you guys in that situation. What did that mean for you?
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week going into the game. He's a very dependable player. Every time we've called on him, going back to last year, he responded. So I think he was ready to go. I think Stump, as you guys know, does a great job in that room, so he made sure Ernest was ready to roll.
Yeah, you obviously have talented backs in addition to him. How do you manage utilizing him as you get some of the other guys come back?
Yeah, again, we'll see who's available to us. We want all of our good players to touch the rock, and it's our job to put those guys in position to succeed. And it's something that we talk about a lot, and you know, it's a good problem to have when you got guys that you have multiple guys that you believe in.
You said Friday you're looking forward to getting Jed back in practice, not only in the game. Like, I mean, obviously I know practice is important, but what are the benefits of having a young guy like that out here every day?
Yeah, you know, first of all, I think Jed fighting to get to that game was a big deal. He came through for us. We needed him, and he came through for us on Thursday night. I think any young player is better with practice. I think there's so much technique that goes into this that you have to refine, and it has to become muscle memory. And anytime you're missing those opportunities, it can be challenging on those guys in the game. So I think having him back out here, getting him to work with Coach Callahan, Coach Peters, I think will really help him moving forward.
Is he better than last season, or is it too hard to tell because he's been banged up? I mean, from week one, he's been dealing with things over and over again.
Yeah, I think he's had some of those, you know, the nicks and bruises and in and out, like you mentioned. But yeah, I think he's better than he was last year for sure. I think he worked really hard. He's understanding the techniques that we're employing. So yeah, I do think he's doing a good job.
After the game Thursday, Keenum remarked that he was disappointed in some of his accuracy. Given the fact that was his first game in 2 years, and you know him so well, do you see a large improvement in accuracy coming the more he plays?
Yeah, I think any quarterback gets better, certainly with more opportunities. I think Thursday nights are really challenging because you don't get a ton of work during the week to work on timing and the precision in the pass game. So I guess I'm not surprised that you'd want to that he feels like he would get better with more time.
Kevin, do you think Greedy is back where you would expect him to be, even given the year off last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think going back to training camp, I think he came in great shape. He does extra work a lot of times on the side with Coach Lynch and Coach Howard. So I see a guy who keeps getting better. But just off of the injury, I think once training camp hit, he had kind of moved past that and was now just working on refining his technique.
Kevin, I've heard you in a few spots mention that, you know, that your schedule is so backloaded with division games. This is your first one. Is there a benefit to that, or a challenge? That you had a year where you played all your division games kind of after October 31st?
I don't remember, honestly, Dan. It's unique. You know, we have a very, very good division, and we knew that going into this season. So I think the guys are excited at the challenge of our first division opponent, and a really good team. They're excited for the opportunity this weekend.
Did you watch any football yesterday?
I did. I watched some football, some really exciting games, but I was trying to just watch it and see if I could steal any good ideas. Yep. Good game.
What kind of boost is it to, you know, have your starting 5 offensive linemen back intact, especially as things get rolling here in the AFC North?
Yeah, as you guys know, that offensive line, they play together as one, and when it's you've heard the the saying that it's like the fist, right? When they're all together. So you always want that. That's not realistic oftentimes in the National Football League with injuries, and guys have to step up. But there is so much communication that occurs, play in and play out along the line. So anytime you can get the 5 in there, I think it's beneficial.
Kevin, the fact that Nick Harris has been unavailable, is that what's made Dunn an interior player in practice? I thought he was earmarked for some tackle.
No, I think he's been mostly interior. He's been center guard most of the, I'd say, going back through training camp.
So he's officially back at center now?
Right now he is, yeah.
Hey, Kevin, as far as Baker's concerned, is the swelling down to the point where he can do some of those strengthening exercises?
I can't say for sure.